How you doing, YouTube? I want to say thanks to my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys, and I also want to throw out a special thanks to all my subscribers who hang in there on a regular basis. You're much appreciated as well. Um, uh, I had a quick video, a couple ideas I wanted to get out today. Um, One is pretty important. Well, for my new subscribers, I just want you guys to know that I do a lot of research. I might seem a little unconventional and a little, not as well put together as some of these other channels who are well funded and all this kind of magical stuff. And but my idea is, if you're paying attention to what I'm actually saying and you're seeing through my you know bad vocabulary and misspelled words and whatnot, and you're seeing that my message is, extraordinarily rare, to say the least, you might understand that, for one, that's obvious that I'm not following anyone. All right, so if you're looking for a fresh perspective, you might want to check the rest of my channel out, because I do have a fresh perspective. The way I attack issues is completely different than a lot of people who are very smart people, but they'll get into an issue and completely divulge themselves into all the angles and prisms of each one of those issues. That's the idea behind keeping our real history a real mystery. You understand? They, and when I say they, I mean basically the Vatican, the Jesuit order, and the creators of which. This is who I'm talking about. I'm not blaming presidents, and I'm not blaming queens and kings and all that shit, because they are also Muppets, puppets, on the marionette. So when you notice that's what's going on, you can kind of play the game on a different level, like I do. I understand that all alternative media, especially the well-funded alternative media, is controlled opposition. You see, if you don't like A, go to B. You understand? They already have B set up for you, and C, D, and E. Okay? That is why we're having all this internet censorship and whatnot, because we are all under the impression that, our alternative media is telling us this good juicy information, and it's really pissing off the government. And that's just not true. The government's feeding these fuckers this information to feed us fuckers. So we will be nudged as a good little herd into the direction that we are supposed to be nudged in, to complete their agenda. That is, we're not really supposed to be getting nudged at all. It's just an unfortunate result of us being uneducated enough to be, herded in that manner. What I'm trying to get to is not to insult the population. This is not for that. We have been duped, alright? Poisoned for generations. Fluoride, come on. It's a goddamn wonder why any of us can even operate a computer. Be honest with you, if you're over 30 and you drink tap water, I'm serious. So, in reality, there's a damaged population mentally, and we have to overcome that, basically. And to do that, we're also going to have to nudge the herd, which is unfortunate, because we would really like to do it the right way, where everybody's knowledgeable and move along. But we're not going to have time to do that, folks. We have to also nudge this herd. We don't have to lie to them, and we're not going to have to trick them. They're followers anyway. They're going to follow us. We're just going to have to start moving in that direction quickly and obviously. Okay? That means we might all have to, if we all know who's to blame, which is the Vatican, so far as we can get the very final answers out of that area. If we go there, we can change the world, folks. And I'm not attacking goodness. I swear I love goodness, and I wish there was a God. I wish God was really there, and if he is, he's not what they're saying he is. Okay, that I know, because any God would not allow all the evil horrors that are going on behind those doors in his name and honor and all that. So right now, I have to know for a fact that he is absent in all areas in our lives. All right, if he's real. See, the thing is, I'm not a closed-minded person. I'm not saying, oh, I'm an atheist because I don't believe there's ever was and it ever will be, and blah, 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 blah. I'm saying I don't know what the truth is, but I know what the lies are. Got me? And I'm not going for the lies anymore. Like my man Eddie Murphy said, I'm not falling for the banana in my tailpipe. The engine is mentally clogged. I don't want to bring any real attention to this guy because he's an idiot, but I wanted to point out that I bumped into, some of you have probably already seen him because you also watch the InfoWars and see what's up with them and, see how they're manipulating topics and whatnot. This guy's in his basement. He's got a shrine. He's playing with a rubber chicken and Obama hanging on a string of Christmas lights or some shit, right? And the idea of what he's doing is he's taking all of our real important issues that we are facing today, and he's kind of turning them into a silly display of how truthers act to these issues, which effectively, I'm trying not to cuss so much in my videos. Imagine that you got a guy who's asleep, right? He hears something at the coffee shop or wherever, or at work, that kind of opened his eyes to something. So he's on this precipice of coming to the realization that everything is not all right, and that there could be something he should look into about his government and whatnot. So he gets on here and he starts to flip around and he finds this guy with the rubber chicken talking about all the issues that he just heard about in a more serious light, but now he sees them in this light, and he's kind of turned off to the issues now. He almost feels that whatever this guy is talking about has got to be ludicrous. So now he's been turned off of some of the more important issues that he'll ever have been aware of in his life. And so he no longer pays attention to those issues because in the back of his mind they're connected to the ludicrousy that he discovered while researching the issues on his own. That's just how people's psychology works, all right, in a lot of cases, right? He's not adamant about trying to figure it out because he's not like us, sure that it is real and that he needs to further his investigation and go on to the next one and see if there's something else. All right, that's not how they work. They see something and they move on. Done. All right. So what this guy's doing is he's desensitizing people to our very important issues. All right, when you overly sensationalize on important issues, you effectively desensitize people to those issues.
In your wildest dreams, you couldn't picture a nigga like me. I'm troublesome. I don't give a fuck. I'm troublesome. Like my nigga Napoleon said, nigga. Somebody gotta explain why I ain't got shit. I'm troublesome. You know what time it is, the outlaw clique. Young, rugged, and sick.